Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Bible Rave. I'm really excited today because I would like to talk to you about relationships. So, the verse that I'm on is Genesis 24, chapter 24, in verse 3. And it is actually kind of a situation where the son needs a wife. And, today we are more prone to going out and searching for someone, and then we fall in love, and a lot of us get heartbroken along the way. And then you find the person, and you're like, this is the person that I want to do this with, right? Well, back in the day, it wasn't quite the same. And so in Genesis 24:3, it's actually arranged marriages. And so I will read you the small snippet that I have. And it says, "That I conjure thee by the Lord God of heaven and earth, that thou take not a wife to my son of the daughters of Canaan." Then it skips down and it says, I want thee, in parentheses, like a re-emphasis of what's being said in a more modern spelling. It says, "I want thee to swear by the Lord God of heaven and earth that thou shalt not get a wife for my son from the daughters of Canaan among whom I live." Which means the mom was talking to a servant, and they were to go out and find the child a significant other. But obviously, the parent was very, very specific about what they don't want. And so I'd like to bring into the fact that when we get into a relationship and, progress to marriage, a lot of us are thinking that this ability to marry who we want is something that we should all have. But the fact of the matter is that that's not always true. It doesn't matter if you're in a first world country or a third world country. There can be child marriages, there can be arranged marriages, there can be even just the strict stipulations of the parent that will create a feeling of acceptance. And in loss of self, we all know that we just want to be loved and accepted. So a lot of times you'll find that kids don't date someone they like because they already know their parents won't approve. And I've actually experienced that on several occasions. Mind blowing to me, but every family is different. And so I want to emphasize the fact that you have a choice, guys. When you're going out and you're picking a relationship, be intentional, be scrupulous, be so specific that even if the finest man or woman walks by, you will look for things under that surface that reinstill those values that you want, the ethics that you want, the thought process, the role in the family agreement. Because when you choose somebody to marry, you need to make sure that person will be compatible in the rough times, not just the good times. You need to make sure that you've seen them at their worst to make sure that that worst is okay for you. And you need to see them at their best as well as them for you. And love, like especially a God-given love, that's so deep and on a different level for so many people, because most of us are like, attractive, let's date, I think we can get along. And then sometimes you end up in a hiccup and your whole world crashes. So we don't want that. We, as in you and me, because I don't think you should go through loss of self like that. And you shouldn't have to go through a broken heart like that. But what I would like to also share is that sometimes arranged marriages can turn out well. One time I did see there's this super rich guy in a different country. And it turns out he and his wife have an arranged marriage. And now she's like one of the richest, if not the richest person outside of this family entity that is living in this country. And it was because of marriage. An arranged marriage. So if you have an opinion on arranged marriage, I'd say just consider it from various cultural perspectives. And when you're prospecting husbands or wives for yourself, make sure that you're looking for the full value from that person to benefit and support what you are already trying to do for yourself in a positive manner. I'll talk to you later.